Master Marcus, can you predict the future with the ball?
You what? Well, that's just silly hocus pocus. You need tea leaves or tarot cards for that.
Then why do you have the ball?
It was a promotional gift.
May I have it?
If you like.
I can't just take the crystal ball. The showman would notice it missing. Ziggy's doing well, I think. Being shrunk is a disgusting feeling. I'm only putting that ring on at the entrance of the sewer, and only when absolutely necessary. There's nothing else of interest in the cage, as long as I don't want to fertilize a couple of football pitches. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Are you sure there's nothing wrong with the squirrel?
You think so? It looks pretty normal to me.
Maybe the crystal ball from the mage school would work better. His other predictions are pretty useless.
You're all right, aren't you? I hope he's all right. It's such an impressive animal, don't you think?
How do you know the squirrel is pink? Have you ever seen it?
I haven't, but I'm quite sure it's pink. You come across the pink ones more often.
Come to think of it, how can it have a colour if it's invisible?
The zoologists aren't quite sure. You could say it's still a mystery.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Could you predict my future again, please?
I'd be happy to. Hocus poke.
That looks a lot different than it did last time. Mr. Wupperman, hello? He looks like he's completely out of it. Wonder if I can ask him questions. Was that an answer to my question? Can you speak as well? Okay. Will I fulfill my mission and give the Archmage the ring? No? But then it will all be for naught. Will something bad happen to me during this adventure? Will I be hurt? Am I going to die? Oh. Then tell me.
Huh? I must have fallen asleep again. Excuse me.
You don't know anymore?
No? About what?
Oh, nothing. I think he really saw into the future this time. But he seems to wake up after a few questions. Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Could you predict my future again, please?
I'd be happy to. Hocus poke.
He's in a trance again. I think I can... Yeah, okay. If Mr. Wupperman always wakes up after a few questions, I'd have to carefully consider exactly what I want to ask him. I think I can do that. Is the color blue or is it not blue? So, one of the two. That's a help. But the color is shown on the wheel. I'm good at this kind of thing. Could you predict my future again, please?
I'd be happy to. Hocus poke.
He's in a trance again. He woke up after 5 questions, so that means I'll have to find out the right 3 colours in just 5 questions. Is it yellow or red? Is it green? Let's go to the next spin. Is it red or green? Is it red? Let's go to the next spin. Is it blue or yellow?
What's wrong with me? I must have dozed off again.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Could we play another round of the Wheel of Fortune?
We can play 2 more rounds if you like, my little friend. Which colour do you want?
It'll stop on blue.
All right then, off we go. Outstanding. You guessed right. You see, it isn't so difficult. So, on we go. Just 2 more correct guesses to win. Which colour do you want?
It'll stop on red.
All right then, off we go. Unbelievable! 2 in a row. Do you know what that means?
Not really. Does it have something to do with the space-time continuum?
Not quite. It means that you are just 1 away from winning a pile of gold.
Oh, the pressure.
Which color do you want?
It'll stop on green.
All right then, off we go. Oh, sadly that was completely wrong. Do you want to try again?
I don't think so. The chance of winning is much too small for me.
As you wish. You are welcome to try again later.
Hello.
Wilbur, what can I do for you?
Could you predict my future again, please?
I'd be happy to. Hocus poke.
He's in a trance again. Is it green or yellow? Is it red? Let's go to the next spin. Is it blue or red? Is it green? Let's go to the next spin. Is it green or yellow?
What's wrong with me? I must have dozed off again.
Oh, it doesn't matter. Could we play another round of the Wheel of Fortune?
We can play 2 more rounds if you like, my little friend. Which color do you want?
It'll stop on blue.
All right then, off we go. Outstanding! You guessed right. You see, it isn't so difficult. So, on we go. Just 2 more correct guesses to win. Which color do you want?
It'll stop on yellow.
All right then, off we go. Unbelievable! 2 in a row. Do you know what that means?
Not really. Does it have something to do with the space-time continuum?
Not quite. It means that you are just 1 away from winning a pile of gold.
Oh, the pressure.
Which color do you want?
It'll stop on green.
All right then, off we go. I don't believe it. The chances are...
About 1 in 4,096?
Exactly. Perhaps you can see into the future, just like me.
Certainly not as well as you do. Do I get my sack of gold now?
But of course, you've won it.
Oh, thanks ever so much. Master Marcus?
Yes?
Ta-da! I've got a pile of gold for you, Master Marcus.
Really? Amazing. Who did you mug then?
I would never mug anyone. Real heroes just don't do that kind of thing.
And that's what you want to be. A hero. Not an easy job, that. But thanks for the gold.
So, I've fulfilled the conditions for admission. I have the robes, the magic wand, and a pile of gold.
I have to admit, I didn't expect you to manage that. Well done.
Thank you.
And you're sure you want to risk all this gold?
Of course, it's a very good investment.
Well, if you say so. Now you're officially my mage apprentice. The only pupil, and the first in a long time, in Master Marcus's magical mage school.
Wow. And what do I have to do to get my mage degree?
You will have to accomplish 3 tasks that I will set you.
I should have known. What do I have to do to become a mage? What kind of tests do I have to pass?
Well, that's simple. 3 examinations in any order successfully completed here in front of me, and you receive your mage degree. In one, you have to brew a magical potion. Herbs, potions, and tinctures are an important branch of magic. Another involves you coming into possession of a powerful magical artifact. It's important to own precious magical objects. It distinguishes us mages from the general population, and they can be very useful. And of course, you have to perform at least 1 spell. Whatever you like. Perhaps something with sheep?
Well, that doesn't sound like a walk in the park.
No, you can't have your gold back. I did warn you beforehand.
I'll make it. Don't you worry. I'd like to brew that magic potion. How do I do that?
In principle, it's just like cooking. You have to get hold of the ingredients and then mix them all together in that big cauldron over there.
That's it?
Yes, in principle, but a vegetable soup doesn't explode if you stir this in the wrong direction or add an ingredient a few seconds too late. You can use all the ingredients here in the school, but you'll have to find some of them yourself.
What exactly do you mean by magical artifact, and where can I get one?
That's the whole point of the task. Magical artifacts are extremely rare. The more powerful they are, the more difficult it is to find them.
And how powerful does it have to be?
You can't really say exactly. You show me an artifact and I will evaluate it. You can only be absolutely certain if you find an extraordinarily powerful object. Legions of mages have been hunting for such objects for generations, and once you finally get hold of such an artifact, then you don't let it go. There's even a story that the famous mage Balthazar the Brittle took his most powerful artifact with him when he died, so that no other mage could get their hands on it.
Took it with him when he died? How did he manage that?
No one really knows for sure, but that mirror over there has something to do with it. It belonged to Balthazar, and somehow he managed to take his artifact with him to the other side.
What kind of artifact is it?
An amulet. You can see it in the old portraits, but nowadays no one really knows what it's capable of. It's extraordinarily powerful. That much is certain.
So powerful that I would be sure to pass the test were I to bring it.
You can bet your life on that.
Right, then I'll get it.
Good luck. That's a ghost mirror. Only ghosts can pass through it.
Is there a simple way to become a ghost?
You have to die. If you're interested in this subject, then you should stop by the Swamp of the Dead. There's someone living there who I'm sure can help you.
The Swamp of the Dead? Yes, it's here on my map. I can already do magic. I made a bunch of sparks with my wand.
Oh, please, that's not magic. No, you have to perform a real spell. Make something disappear. Or transform something like that. The best novices traditionally turn someone into a sheep.
Into a sheep? Why a sheep?
The sheep is the mascot of our order. They're soft, they're warm. Have you got a problem with sheep?
No. I just don't know how to go about something like that.
Of course you don't. It takes years of practice.
Years of practice? I don't have years. I need that diploma straight away.
Even simple spells, levitation or the like, need lots of practice. That's assuming there's even enough magic in you.
I have to find a spell I can learn today.
There isn't any such thing, at least not here. I'll teach you your first spells in the next few months. For anything else, you'll have to look elsewhere.
Which potion would you recommend for a beginner?
No idea. I'd suggest one that's not potentially deadly.
Maybe a healing potion or a mana potion?
Oh, please, those aren't real magic potions. These days, those things are bottled industrially in 159-litre barrels. No, it has to be something a bit more difficult than that. Have a look on the bookshelves. There are some recipe books there.
I have to study some more. Goodbye, Mr. Teacher.
Goodbye, little pupil.
Recipe book, theory of magic defense, advanced rune translation. Here it is. Potions and elixirs. It's a folder with lots of loose sheets. Most are handwritten recipes, but some are also cut from magazines. This doesn't look too bad. The Power of Elixir, step-by-step instructions for beginners. Power Elixirs grant superhuman strength and increased confidence. That's the one for me. Here's the list of ingredients and a step-by-step guide on how to mix the potion. I'd better see about getting the ingredients first. Some of the containers have little labels, while some don't. Hopefully I'll be able to find most of the ingredients I need here. Otherwise I'll have to look elsewhere. Peppermint. Hey, I need that for my potion. Could be fresher. It'll have to do. A wooden press. It can be used to press fruits and such to get juice or extracts. I'm only brewing one potion, so I'll take just one vial. There's no label on this box. It's full of fat white grubs. They must be asthmatic trans fat maggots. I'll take them with me. A stone mortar and pestle. The mortar can be used to grind up potion ingredients.
You summoned me, Mother? book. Directions to the artifact are in an old book, and it is lost. That damned elf must have it. Not to mention a ring. A ring has been sent to the Archmage.
Curses! Who has it?
Just unknown. My spies tell me that he is already in the town, but he has not yet been admitted to see the Archmage.
We must stop him!
Yes, before the old man becomes aware of anything.
I think I have an idea. The gnome will never reach the Archmage. But, Mother, I need your help.
I found the pattern and the wand. Thank you very much.
My pleasure, Wilbur. Let me know if you need anything else.
Could you rats look for something in the sewers for me?
Sure. What do you need?
One of my tests for my final exam requires me to brew a potion.
Say no more. You're missing some ingredients?
You got it.
These ingredients for potions really are ridiculous. I always wonder, how did someone come up with the idea of mixing dragon snot with the hair from the backside of a raccoon in a potion? Really? How? What do you need then?
Here, see for yourself.
I'm afraid I can't help you with most of that. But this here, stag beetle antlers. Uncle Juan has some of those hanging on his wall. I'll ask him if he will give us a couple.
Could you get me those 2 ingredients? That would really be a huge help.
Not a problem for the King of Thieves. I'll hang the flag in front of the entrance again as soon as we have anything.
I need a powerful magical artifact. Can you get me something like that?
Unfortunately, that is beyond our capabilities. Such artifacts are very, very rare, and as far as I know, and I would know, there are no more in this town. Apart from the Archmage's artifacts, of course.
And now for something completely different. Take care, Mr. King.
Take care, my friend.
Let's see. These are stag beetle antlers. Lucky thing Uncle Alfred had these on the wall. That is to say, stag beetles don't have antlers. Strange. Why is there a lit lamppost here in the middle of the swamp so far away from the town? A rather large and ugly stone head. It has only been roughly carved, a truly primitive work. There's a plant growing on that tree. Hey, those are red devil's armpits. I have them. The tree looks anything but healthy. Its bark is covered in strange mushrooms, and it seems to be slowly sinking into the swamp. I wonder what kind of animal that was. And, more importantly, are there any still alive round here? We'll see. Really rotten. Aha! Bone worms have been at work here. They go through bone like a woodworm through a tree. Now I have the worms for my potion. I wonder how it got here. Maybe in a flood? I think I can pull out a few threads. Yep, that's a nice thin rope. Shimmering blue mushrooms with green speckles. Those could be the ghost mushrooms I need for my potion. An old hat that's seen better days. It no longer shines and the moths have been at it. An old book. It's empty. Whoa, a human skeleton. Maybe the poor soul was part of the ship's crew. I can't see anything all that interesting. The skeleton looks kind of old and smells a little, but otherwise...
I don't smell.
You almost scared me to death.
I don't doubt it, sadly.
Who are you?
I'm Death.
You mean you're the Death? I always thought you only heard death in your own head. And don't you have to speak in capital letters? It's more impressive, somehow.
Bah, what is death in this world? Nothing. This is a damn point-and-click adventure. No one dies. In any other reasonable role-playing game, you have to kill 100 rats to reach the second level. Now that's a real game.
Point and click? And role-playing games? You mean like they play down at the tavern?
I mean all this.
I don't get it.
Of course you don't. It's well beyond your mortal intellect.
Fine. People just can't die here, that much is clear. You know, I've noticed it's nighttime here in the swamp, but it's daytime in the town. Why is that?
I don't know. Probably magic.
Ah. Do you know the ghost mirror in the mage school?
Certainly. It used to belong to old Balthazar.
Master Marcus says it leads to the land of the dead.
Yes, it does. But only ghosts can walk through the mirror.
Isn't there some other way?
Why should there be? It's a ghost mirror. No living being would be interested in walking through the mirror, believe me.
Isn't death not the end, but just the beginning of something new?
I'm sorry. Are you trying to be intellectual?
Come on, it is one of life's fundamental questions.
I've never been interested in what comes after me. I just look ahead. You should, too.
But you're death. Who's to stop you from killing people?
It's not that simple. I'm in middle management. I don't make any decisions. I just carry them out.
Which means...
It's the boss who decides when someone's time is up, not me. It's all written down in that book there, the Book of the Dead. Name and time of death of everything living in this world. But as you can see, there's nothing written in it. No murder, no accident, no suicide. No one has ever died here, and no one ever will die here. What am I doing here?
Could you turn me into a ghost?
Ghosts are dead people who still have something they need to sort out in this world. You're still alive, and no one is allowed to die in this game. Do you see the problem?
So that means I can't avail myself of your services until you receive the assignment via the Book of the Dead.
Correct. The assignment is then executed immediately. No right of withdrawal, no vouchers. I see you've understood how this whole business works.
If you were to write a couple of names in the Book of the Dead, well, then you could go out and kill them, couldn't you?
And get into trouble with the auditors. No thanks.
Someone audits the Book of the Dead. What do they do?
They check the should and haves. Have I killed exactly the number of people I should have? One little death too many and all hell breaks loose. No, I'm not fiddling the Book of the Dead.
I have to be going. Deadly boring here.
Oh, good grief.
A large stove with a nice fire. At least it sheds a little light and warmth. Right then, I'll grind the antlers to a powder. Done. Now I have the stag beetle antler powder for my potion. I just put the fresh moldy slime in the press. Ugh. Ugh, tasty. Moldy slime extract. I finally have all the ingredients. I should go brew the potion. The directions are on the back of the recipe. I finally have all the ingredients. I should go brew the potion. The directions are on the back of the recipe. Here goes nothing. Master Marcus, I'll start brewing that elixir now, if that's all right.
As you wish. But don't worry if it doesn't work the first time round. You can try it as often as you like.
Okay, thanks. And away we go. Put ghost mushrooms into the pot and stir until the water turns green. Stop stirring. Add mouldy slime extract and stir anti-clockwise until the potions turn pink. Add the red devil's armpits and wait until little red bubbles appear. Then stir clockwise as quickly as possible. Sprinkle the stag beetle antler powder into the potion. When the potion turns blue for the third time, immediately add the bone worms. Then add the asthmatic trans fat maggots and stir the potion clockwise 4 times, anti-clockwise twice, and then clockwise 3 times.
That wasn't much good.
It's not that easy. All the different ingredients and colours.
Just try again.
The water's simmering in the pot. Next try. Put ghost mushrooms into the pot and stir until the water turns green. Stop stirring. Add mouldy slime extract and stir anti-clockwise until the potions turn pink. Add the red devil's armpits and wait until little red bubbles appear. Then stir clockwise as quickly as possible. Sprinkle the stag beetle antler powder into the potion. When the potion turns blue for the third time, immediately add the bone worms. Then add the asthmatic trans fat maggots and stir the potion clockwise 4 times, anti-clockwise twice, and then clockwise 3 times.
Almost.
Yeah, almost.
Back to the beginning again.
The water's simmering in the pot. Next try. Put ghost mushrooms into the pot and stir until the water turns green. Stop stirring. Add mouldy slime extract and stir anti-clockwise until the potions turn pink. Add the red devil's armpits and wait until little red bubbles appear. Then stir clockwise as quickly as possible. Sprinkle the stag beetle antler powder into the potion. When the potion turns blue for the third time, immediately add the bone worms. add the asthmatic trans fat maggots and stir the potion clockwise 4 times, anti-clockwise twice, and then clockwise 3 times. Finish it off with the peppermint leaves for that fresh, minty flavour. Add a few leaves and stir until the potion turns a golden yellow colour. The power elixir is now ready. We recommend a berserker potion as an accompaniment. I did it! My first magic potion! Excuse me, Master Teacher?
What is it?
Master Marcus, look! I've finished the power elixir.
What? Give it here.
Did I pass?
Unbelievable, but true. Here, take it. Be sparing with it. A potion like that is valuable. You've passed the first exam, Wilbur. That's already one more exam than I expected you to manage.
I'll manage the others too.
If you say so.
I talked to Death about the ghost mirror. He said that only the dead may become ghosts and only ghosts can pass through the mirror.
That's right.
But Death also said that people can't die in this game. What did he mean by that?
I can't tell you that. But if it's to do with life and death, then he's your man.
But I can hardly let myself get killed just to get that artifact.
That's true. You'll have to look for something else. It is said that there's a Yeti cave somewhere in the North Country where an enchanted welly boot is being held which can be used to summon rain. Maybe you could try your luck there. You could be there in less than 2 months.
That'll take too long. I'll think of something with that mirror. I have to study some more. Goodbye, Mr. Teacher.
Goodbye, little pupil.
Hello, Mr. Merchant.
Ah, the rat killer. What do you want?
I want to collect my reward. I need to learn a magic spell. Have you got anything that might help me?
Course I have. I think I've got a bag of ingenuity around here somewhere. Oh.
So that's a no.
Yes, I sell things, not talents.
A powerful magical artifact. Got anything along those lines?
Well, of course. What would that be then? A fountain of youth? A sword that makes you invincible? Or maybe the goose that laid the golden egg?
One fountain of youth, please. My granddad will just love it.
You're taking the piss.
Certainly. You mean you don't have any powerful magical artifacts?
You don't get out much, do you?
I'll come back later for my reward.
Take your time.
I have to go. Maybe I'll come by later.
If you have to.
Hello, Death.
Hello.
Could you turn me into a ghost?
Ghosts are dead people who still have something they need to sort out in this world. You're still alive, and no one is allowed to die in this game. Do you see the problem?
Yes, of course, but there has to be a way.
My hands are tied. As long as your name isn't in the book, I'm not allowed to kill you. As much as I'd like to.
I have to be going. Deadly boring here.
Oh, good grief.
An old hat that's seen better days. It no longer shines and the moths have been at it. Hello, Death.
Hello.
I have to be going. Deadly boring here.
Oh, good grief.
Now I can write anything, anytime. But what? And on what? That's the Book of the Dead. That book contains the names and dates of all those mortals the Grim Reaper is supposed to take. But at the moment, there isn't a single name in the book. A large stove with a nice fire. At least it sheds a little light and warmth.
What do you think you're doing?
Disturb the internal order of the universe.
Exactly. So please, leave it alone.
Sorry. A large stove with a nice fire. At least it sheds a little light and warmth. That's the Book of the Dead. That book contains the names and dates of all those mortals the Grim Reaper is supposed to take. But at the moment, there isn't a single name in the book. An old hat that's seen better days. It no longer shines and the moths have been at it. Hello, Death.
Hello.
I have to be going. Deadly boring here.
Oh, good.
Hello, Mr. Merchant. Where are you going?
Away! Just away! Out of this hole! I'm going somewhere where my stuff will sell better.
But I still have one item to get from you. Well, theoretically, 2 items.
Rubbish! You've already chosen 2 things. The roll of magically treated cloth and the magic potion pot, the scratch-resistant easy clean pot set.
That's not true, and you know it. I want to select something else. Otherwise...
Or else?
Otherwise, I won't like you and you can't be my friend anymore.
That was good. Why not? Here, you can have this sack. I can't take this for much longer. And now, be gone before I change my mind.
I hope the contents turn out to be useful for something. It's bad enough that he swindled me like that. There are a number of fireworks in here. Is death that easy to cheat?
What the? Sounds like explosions in the sky. That's never happened before, and it's a bit suspicious, but I can't take...
Wilbur Weathervin, White Ridge Mountains, date of death, right now. Incredible, I cheated death.
Strange. I don't know why the wood should be making such a noise. How very odd.
Although it wasn't as difficult as the old saying would have us believe. Hello, Death.
Hello.
I had another look at the Book of the Dead, and my name is there. It's my time to die.
Really? That's wonderful. Someone has finally understood that violence sells. Fare thee well, mortal. Ah, that felt good.
So, this is what it feels like to be dead. It's rather like Aunt Ethel's raspberry trifle.
Ordered and delivered. Everything according to plan. As long as I get resurrected, that is. I don't look like a very happy corpse. But then again, my death wasn't exactly one you'd call a natural death either. I've been murdered by myself. No, I don't think so. He's a deadly bore.